Hey everybody, welcome.
Woo!
Today we're being joined by Tanner and I.
Yes.
Where we're going to be talking about what happened to E3 2019 and our thoughts and who the people there who we thought were thoughts.
What? Yep.
That's right, top 10 thoughts at
Top
E3.
10 E3 thoughts. We're just going to talk about what we're excited for and, whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
I love E3.
First off, Tanner, I believe we should start this with, who do you think won E3 this year, my boy?
Okay, so the conferences at this year's E3 were EA, Microsoft, Bethesda, Ubisoft, Square Enix, and Nintendo.
Yeah.
For winning, I'd say, I don't know, I'm between Ubisoft and Nintendo.
Really?
Personally.
Ubisoft?
Yeah, man.
That's surprising.
Watch Dogs Legion looks real cool.
I mean, it looks like a neat concept, but like...
It looks real cool.
The rest of the conference for them is just kind of meh.
I don't know, I mean, yeah, it was mostly updates for games that are already out, but they are games that I somewhat, just keep track of,
Yeah? I don't know, I think it was, I do believe that the winner was Nintendo by a mile.
By a mile.
Yeah, by a mile this time around.
Yeah.
Nintendo was just hot. They were just rattling things off one by one, Tanner. They just
most
kept
of it
going.
was stuff we've already heard of, though.
Yeah, but still, Tanner, the pace that they kept, it was just like bam, bam, bam. We ain't giving any of that dead time, We're just not going to linger too much on one game.
I don't know, because we watched the Square Enix, I watched the Square Enix press conference the night before, so I had already seen plenty of Dragon Quest stuff. I was kind of tired of that game and hearing that theme song over and over and over again.
You're not a big Dragon Quest fan, Tanner?
No, I'm not a big Dragon Quest fan. I never got into the series.
But Tanner...
And I am shocked that it is as popular as it must be for it to garner this much attention, right?
But... Mr. Dragon Quest is coming to Smash, Tanner.
Yeah.
It's one of the things we saw in the Nintendo press conference.
They called him the hero, and from what I've seen, some Dragon Quest fans are confused by that because he's actually called the Luminary.
Well, so the reason for that is because there are multiple heroes that you can play as with the Dragon Quest character.
They can just change the name, though.
They could.
They do that with the Koopa Kids already.
Yeah. But they didn't want it this time, Tanner.
Okay.
So they're just all called the hero. Because they all have different titles. So they're just like, whatever, we'll just call him the hero. Because, they're all the hero.
They couldn't spell luminary, so...
Exactly. It's too hard, Tanner. It's too hard.
So you think, you said Nintendo won by a mile?
Yes. And so, one of the things I wanted to talk about with that Smash announcement, though.
Yeah, which one?
The first one.
Okay.
So, upon initially seeing that, my reactions were, okay, cool, some Dragon Quest characters. But I got very worried because that started to make the leak seem more true.
And we're getting Minecraft Steve.
Yeah, that we would be getting Minecraft Steve and Doom Guy.
Yeah, Doom Guy.
But fortunately, Tanner.
Yeah.
Banjo-Kazooie.
I thought Banjo was also part of that leak.
He was not part of it.
Oh, okay.
He was not part of the leak. Who
was the fifth guy who was part of that leak?
Ryu from Ninja Gaiden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
So this is epic, Tanner.
Banjo, more or less, confirms that leak.
Exactly. And that is great. And also, Banjo-Kazooie coming to Smash, Tanner.
Woo!
How do you feel about that?
I have no allegiance to Banjo-Kazooie, but I'm sure he'll be fun to play.
That's right. I never played Banjo-Kazooie, but it's probably a good time.
He's, he seems like the kind of character that definitely fits in Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Unlike Joker or Snake,
They're fine, Tanner.
Yeah.
They bring a good mix in there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said EA, but they don't have a press conference. They just did that live stream.
Yeah, they did the live stream thing the day before E3 started.
Y'all go into each of the different press conferences and mention things we were interested in.
Heck yeah.
Oh, wait, here's the trailer for Tokyo Ghoul. This was cool. No, wait, this is Cyberpunk.
Yeah, it is, Tanner. This is Cyberpunk.
I thought it was, I'm sorry.
I got very confused when you initially said that because I was like, Tanner, no,
well,
this is
listen,
Cyberpunk.
I saw neon and I saw Japanese stuff. So my brain jumped to Tokyo. Let's see. Microsoft. What did they have? They showed off like escape mode in Gears 5.
Yeah, that was pretty neat.
I guess. Do people play Gears for not the story
Yeah.
or multiplayer?
Yeah, people do that. People love good old horde mode and such.
I guess they have Legos in Forza.
Yup, Legos coming to Forza. That's a pretty neato burrito.
I guess
They showed off that boat game.
Oh,
Yeah, the game where like you're in a your boat is also a town, and you like go around islands to like build up your little boat town and such.
Is it an indie game?
Yeah, they showed it off immediately after Keanu Reeves, which is why it kind of got buried.
Is it just like it's not 3D, it's 2D?
Yeah.
Okay, the way you described it is not what I interpreted from that game at all.
No,
okay.
what did you interpret from it?
I don't know. I thought it was like just I don't know. I'm not interested in that.
I'm not interested in it.
Why'd you bring it up?
Just cause I figured it was buried under all the Keanu Reeves hype.
It's buried because who cares, man?
But one of the really interesting games that I am interested in was the weird book game, where it's like you're a little hero and you're exploring little storybooks and
RPG
such.
Right Maker.
Yeah,
whatever.
something like that.
I watch that. I have no idea what's the gameplay in that.
I have no idea, but it looks real neat.
No, it looks.
Well, that's the issue with most of the E3 trailers.
I didn't like how busy the screen was. I didn't like the look of that.
Okay.
I mean, Cyberpunk looks cool. I don't know if this is the kind of game I'll like, though.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's going to be crazy and, like, super revolutionary, but I don't know if it's for me, really.
Yeah, I'm not super interested in Cyberpunk whatsoever.
Unless
people are into it.
Like, I'm sure when it comes out, and if people are talking, like, if there's, like, some really, really cool, like, bionic stuff you can throw in, then maybe I'll pick it up if I don't have anything else to play, but I'm sure it'll be cool. And, you know, Keanu Reeves being in it, that's super awesome.
Yeah, it's always a plus.
Have you seen the John Wicks?
No.
That's unfortunate. You should watch them. They're real good.
I probably should. People seem to dig them an awful lot.
Yeah. Alright, what else was at Microsoft?
So, at the Microsoft thing, we also had, what was it? Oh, the announcement that I was the most hyped about at the Xbox press conference was that Hollow Knight is coming to Game Pass.
Oh, yeah.
And I have been playing the shit out of Hollow Knight since it came to Game Pass.
Nice.
That was the thing that I was the most excited about, and heck yeah, man.
Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight's pretty cool, guys. You should all go out and play it.
Alright, so, anything else from Microsoft?
Yes, they also talked about the specs and such of the new console.
Did they?
I don't know. They just kind of talked about, like, this is what we'll be focusing on
I wish
the new
they had
Xbox console.
Given us, really, I mean, I guess they kind of gave us a date, so that's neat.
Yeah.
But...
They did say they'll be focusing
it's Keanu!
Keanu! They did say that they'll be focusing on ray tracing, much like what the new PlayStation console will be doing.
Ray tracing is the future.
Ray tracing, everybody. It's gonna be epic.
I will say, Cyberpunk comes out 12 days after my birthday, so that's probably a great reason I'll end up getting it.
The last thing from the Microsoft press conference would be the Elden Ring, I believe.
Oh yeah, the
new FromSoft game.
I guess.
I mean, hey,
you think it's just gonna be another Souls-like?
I mean, from what we've heard so far about it, it's going to be a more open world game, unlike the typical Souls games are. So that should be pretty cool.
Open world?
No, they're very much still like very structured, unlike most open world games.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just kind of going from area to area. You do have a bit of like leeway of what you want to do, but it's not like you can just do whatever you want at the start of it.
Okay.
You know? It's not like never mind. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, one of the things you did want me to bring up, though, was forced perspective.
Yeah, so there was... I don't remember what conference this was at, but there was, like, a puzzle game that uses... I think it was a VR game that uses forced perspective as like a puzzle mechanic.
Okay.
And so like an example is like if you're standing far away from something, you can point at it and pick it up, and it'll be that size that you see it at. And then you can bring it closer to you, drop it, and then it'll be big. And I'm like, I was watching that trailer, I'm like, this is really cool. This seems incredibly complicated to program. Like, so that the thing actively changes size as you bring it closer and further away. Or maybe that's how it already works or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I saw the game. It was pretty neat.
Yep.
So that should be cool.
EA, the only thing from EA I want to mention is Jedi Fallen Order. How does that look to you, Nico?
It looks like a Star Wars God of War, and that's pretty neat.
I don't know if comparing it to God of War
what
is
would
a
you
good
compare
idea.
it to? I've heard people comparing it to Dark Souls, and it's like, nah, it's definitely more the new God of War style combat.
It looks like, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be very good,
no?
honestly. It looks like a double-A game coming from a triple-A studio, which is never a good sign.
I don't know, man. It's looking pretty cool.
I'll have to play it, honestly, because I don't think the gameplay demo they showed did it much good, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that is one of the issues. Like, lightsaber combat has never been very good in games, so...
Yeah. Was Bleeding Edge showed off at Microsoft's conference?
Which one was that?
It's from Ninja Theory. It's like a 4v4 melee.
Oh, that's right. The weird Overwatch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it's melee focused, which interests me.
Yeah. That's why I
Like,
put it down in my notes as.
If it's literally just a quirky, like, For Honor fighting game,
yeah,
I'm totally down with that.
Yeah, it definitely piqued my interest. Gotta say, though, that weird fat lady...
With the wheel?
Yeah, I'm not digging her design whatsoever.
You just don't like fat people, Nico. It's really messed up.
Look, Tanner, I'm fine with fat people. It's just like her design is stupid and I hate it.
Why? What about it?
You know, the fact that her hair is dumb and she's all fat.
Yeah. Whatever, man.
Look, Tanner, I hate characters for weird things. I don't like Lifeline because her hair is stupid. I don't like this lady because she looks stupid.
You don't like her because her hair? What?
Yeah.
Do you not like Princess Leia?
No, Princess Leia is fine.
Whatever.
Anyway, moving right along to the Ubisoft conference.
Oh boy, doesn't Watch Dogs Legion look neato? You can recruit anyone, Nico. You can play as elderly women.
It's really neat concept for sure, but like, I don't.
Why can't you believe, Nico?
I don't know how that'll really work super well though. For like, how will the story work for that if the main character can just be like anyone?
It has to be largely non-specific, or I don't know if non-specific, but like achieving objectives for the story have to be very open-ended for how you can approach. Because I'm guessing what they have to do. Like, it definitely, you know, it'll definitely require some really smart design choices when it comes to missions or whatever. And it's, you know, obviously it's not focusing on one person. It's turning DedSec, the organization, into a character almost.
Okay.
And how they're interacting with the world, you know.
I suppose so.
You want to hear my joke about Watch Dogs Legion?
Yeah, sure. Go for it, Tanner.
So they say that this is like some alternate version of Britain, but I don't see how it's any different from current day Britain. Get it? Because they live in a surveillance police state. They don't have freedom.
One thing that we totally skipped over, though, was Minecraft Dungeons, Tanner.
Who cares?
The new Diablo Minecraft.
The new Diablo.
Yeah.
They should have called it Minecraft Diablo.
I think that would have made people far more interested.
That would have been hilarious. Who cares about Minecraft?
Exactly.
Let's see.
Exactly, Tanner.
Some kind of weird PvE event coming to For Honor.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I haven't hopped back into For Honor in a while.
Yeah, me either. I think I don't own the game anymore, so...
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think I sold it.
Oh, you buy it physically. Weird.
I buy all my games physically, Tanner, if I can, because then I can sell them if I don't want them anymore.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
Was there anything else at that conference?
Ghost Recon, Breakpoint. I haven't played any of the Ghost Recons, whatever.
Yeah.
Some Division 2 DLC. Just Dance 2020 is coming to the Wii, but not the Wii U, which is pretty dang funny. When do you think? What do you think will be the last Just Dance game on the Wii? Like, when are they gonna stop making that?
I mean, whenever they stop being profitable, Tanner.
I guess.
Because apparently people are still buying them on the Wii, so...
Apparently. Do they even sell Wii games in stores anymore? They must. They definitely don't sell Wii U ones.
I mean, it depends on where you go. If you go to, like, a GameStop or something like that, they'll still sell them there.
Yeah.
It just all depends, Tanner.
They didn't give us a Skull and Bones update.
Nope.
They didn't give us a Beyond Good and Evil 2 update. Did they have any, like, one more thing?
I don't really think so.
They broke people's hearts by putting, what's the Splinter Cell guy's name? Sam something?
Sam Fisher?
They put Sam Fisher in some dumb mobile game.
Oh, yeah.
I keep hearing every year people being like, I can't wait for the Ubisoft conference where all the lights go down and then you hear and everyone freaks out. And they've been saying that for like 4 years now. Boy, I mean, I'll be happy for the people who love Splinter Cell when that finally does happen. I also love how predictable it is on how they're going to reveal that. It's just real fun for me.
Oh, what was that, which conference was that 12 minutes game in? Or like 14 minutes or whatever.
Wasn't that at, I want to say that was at
It might have been Microsoft.
It was either Microsoft or Bethesda, I want to say.
I don't think it was Bethesda.
That's a game from 2004. Like, they had an early build of it in 2004 that people played. Like, Kinda Funny has a game, like a Let's Play of it on their channel from 10 plus years ago. So they've been working on that one for a bit.
I mean, hey, it looks real neat.
It does, yeah.
And I'm pretty excited for that one. And so moving right along to Bethesda then.
Yeah.
What can we really say about Bethesda, Tanner? That was a boring press conference. I hated it.
Hey man, Doom Eternal? Do you like Doom?
Doom was interesting, yeah. I'm excited for Doom Eternal. It looks like they're changing it up a little bit in the sequel. They're making it far more mobile, which I really dig.
I mean, it was very mobile in the first one. They're just making it more and more mobile.
Yeah, exactly. It's making it more mobile, which is awesome.
I can't wait for whatever Doom 3 is, and they had short distance teleportation or something.
Heck yeah, you can blink around the place.
You can fly now.
That would be awesome.
Wait, what? Okay, what if Doom... So, we know we're going to heaven in Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
What if we rip the wings off an eagle... off an angel at the end of the game and you can fly?
That would be pretty...
And that's the new movement option in the next game.
I would dig that.
That'd be hilarious. Fallout 76 is getting a Battle Royale mode.
Oh boy.
With a whole 51 people.
Why 51?
Because you're fighting to become the controller of Vault 51. Also because I don't think their internet infrastructure can take much more than that.
I know, but just 51 is such a weird number.
Yeah. I know the people who like Fallout 76 are excited about those expansions because they're adding actual NPCs to the game.
Heck yeah!
So, you know, it might actually be kind of like a Fallout game now.
One can only hope, Tanner.
That's
only hope.
Pretty exciting for them. Was Bethesda where... Yeah, Bethesda, they showed off Wolfenstein II, which looks neat. I wish I had played those games.
I've heard the Wolfenstein games are good, yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably pick them up eventually. But Arcane Leon with Deathloop. That looked Deathloop really cool.
I couldn't remember the name, so I just put in on my phone as 2 people killing.
That could be any number of things, but yeah, Deathloop. It looks like it's got like a weird 70s vibe to it.
Yeah. It reminds me of, what is that movie? Like Mr. and Mrs. Jones or whatever.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, sure, that one.
Yeah, I really wonder what that game is. Like, is it a linear story sort of thing, or
maybe a 1v1 game
one
or something.
one idea I heard out there is they're like, what if after each death you switch to the opposite person?
That could be neat.
Yeah.
There's just so much potential for that. It looks cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear more about it in the future.
Good job, the French.
That's right. Good job. You're out of sight, y'all.
What else? Was there anything else that Bethesda?
There were people who just had no standards in the crowd and cheered for absolutely everything.
Oh yeah,
Either they are
paid.
Yeah, either they're paid or they're real dum-dums, Tanner.
They're real dum-dums. They love that. They love those nylon bags.
And then like Bethesda did that thing like 3 times where they just showed video of like their workers and they're like, we love games and the gamers. We're real passionate about all of you. Look at me and my family.
They did that at the opening and the ending. What was the third time?
I feel like they did it one more time.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't remember. It just felt like way too much.
I mean, that, you know, it was kind of neat last year when they did it for the first time. But it's like with Devolver's press conferences, self-referential humor only works so many years in a row. You know, like at this point we get the shtick and it's not endearing anymore.
Yeah. Stop showing us your family. We get it. You're people too.
Now get back to work.
Finish Skyrim. What?
I think that was everything at Bethesda. I mean, you know, Elder Scrolls Online updates, but who cares?
Yeah. No, I don't play Elder Scrolls.
I don't play that. Did you see the Kind of Funny Game showcase?
Nope.
Okay, it was a bunch of trailers for 60 different indie games.
Oh, okay.
I don't really remember any of them,
well,
unfortunately.
That's too bad.
They shat on Tim Schafer, like, in front of him.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's funny.
I like that.
Square Enix. Wow, what a bunch of really long trailers for some anime-ass games.
That's right. They all just kind of blend together.
I swear they did like a Dragon Quest trailer for 10 minutes, I think.
I mean, the only real notable things from that were Final Fantasy VII. We learned more about the combat system, which looks epic.
I might actually play that.
Dude, same!
I might actually play that.
It looks pretty cool. Oh, never mind, that was Nintendo. Or they might have said something about Square Enix as well. Whatever,
What did Square Enix open the show with?
Did they...
Was it something interesting?
I don't know. I don't remember what they talked about there, man. It was all the same.
Let's see. A bunch of anime games. They did the Avengers.
That's right. That's what they closed on.
It sounds like it's a Destiny, like, loot 'em up.
Maybe they... We don't know much about it right now.
Wildly disappointed, because if what I'm hearing about that game is true, I am not interested at all.
I mean, hopefully... Like, if we learned anything from, like, Spider-Man, it's that if a AAA studio makes a superhero game, it can be pretty good if it's done right.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing this one right.
Let's see if they'll do it right, Tanner.
They said no microtransactions. I'm like, what kind of a game are you making where we might think there'd be microtransactions?
They just want to cover all their bases, Tanner.
Okay, yeah.
They don't want you to immediately groan.
All the Final Fantasy soundtracks are on Spotify.
That's right.
And about 20 other music streaming services I've never heard of. Did you see all the logos they had there? That was crazy. The only other thing that I think is noteworthy from Square Enix is that game Outriders.
Yeah.
That looks cool. I mean, it was just a CG trailer, but it looks like it could be something interesting from the folks who did Bulletstorm and Gears of War Judgment.
Yeah.
One of which is what I would put on a resume.
Gears of War Judgment was okay. It was A-okay.
It wasn't Gears of War.
Moving right along, though.
We have Nintendo.
Nintendo.
I mean, we already talked about.
We talked about them a little
bit. A weird / pretty bad looking Contra game.
That's right. I mean, it looks fun at least. It looks like if you played it with a group of friends, it would be a fun time.
It looked really bad.
Tanner, you can play as a bear.
I guess. We forgot to talk about Battletoads, Nico.
I know, but it's like, I don't care about Battletoads that much.
I don't that much either. I only ever played Battletoads Cross Double Dragon, which was pretty neat.
Yeah. At least we're getting more Battletoads though, so that's cool.
Yeah. Animal Crossing, did they already confirm that was delayed, or is this the first we heard of it? Okay.
This is the first we heard of it.
It looks like you literally build up the entire town from nothing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm still not going to play it probably, but...
I never played any of those.
For those people who love Animal Crossing, it looks like it's going to be a good time.
Breath of the Wild 2!
That's right, Breath of the Wild 2!
Breath of the Wild 2!
It looked like that was, like Yuga that they found.
Is that the one? Is that the painter chick from Link
Painter
Between
dude.
Worlds? Oh, is Yuga a boy?
Yeah, Yuga's a guy.
No. That's literally what I said too.
Oh yeah?
I was talking on Discord with people. I'm like, what if it's that bitch from Link Between Worlds?
Yeah, it looks just like Yuga, so I mean that's interesting.
Like the skeleton or the glowing one or the dark thing? I barely remember what that trailer looked like, honestly. They had an ox in it, which was neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. One person I was talking with on Discord was mentioning... No, it wasn't on Discord. It was someone on the Kind of Funny stream chat where they were like, it looks like it's darker, like, got darker tones, so what if they call it Death of the Wild?
That'd be cool.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be a great name.
Death of the Wild. That'd be so cool.
Oh, that would be awesome. I'd dig that.
Yeah.
As long as they just like... I feel like Breath of the Wild was a really good step in the right direction for open world games where like they actually put things in the world to do.
That's weird. A lot of people say there was nothing in the world to do.
I mean...
I agree with you. I think there was tons of stuff to look at.
Yeah, it's just like... Just throw more enemies in there because there weren't much variety in Breath of the Wild. Just put
Do you think
more
they're
in
going
there.
to keep the whole weapon breaking thing?
Because
like... I think once you get probably like 50 hours into the game, weapon breaking isn't a problem at all.
Yeah,
but before that, it's a real pain.
I think it's a fine addition. I wouldn't really mind if they kept it, but I would understand if they left it out this time around. Yeah, basically add more enemies in there, maybe put some like secret bosses in there, because that's always something I love in RPGs.
Do you think it's going to be like a sequel, or a sequel like Majora's Mask is kind of a sequel to Ocarina of Time?
Based on the way that they're showing it right now, it looks like it's going to be a more direct sequel rather than how Majora's Mask was.
Someone said there's never been a direct sequel to a Zelda game. Is that true? Because
it's Majora's Mask and that's about it.
Is it? It's but even that's not like really direct.
Yeah, but
is Zelda 2 a direct sequel to Zelda 1?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I don't know if you're gonna sync up the trailers, but this guy's real stupid looking. Like, what even am I? That looks like a ditto disguising itself as a human.
Yeah, we're talking about the grass trainer from the new Pokémon game. Which Tanner? What are you thinking of the Pokémon?
Man, they got some real hot trainers this time around.
Oh yeah. I'm sure there are already plenty of lewds of that new water trainer.
Dude, I love all the memes of the girl trainer just yelling incoherently in Scottish. They're so funny.
I did.
The new legendaries are so cool. Usually they look stupid, but I love these guys.
Yeah.
Look at it. It's the friggin' Dark Souls boss.
Exactly, that's what I thought.
He's a dog with a sword. I love him.
The shield one, though, it just kind of reminds me of Sol Galeo from the last generation, but
I guess.
Hey, whatever. They're pretty neat.
I think they'd be better if they were like just toned down a little bit.
They do look a little over-designed, yeah.
Like, I don't think the sword dog needs the scarf things coming off of him. Yeah. Like, if they just slim down their design a bit, I think they'd be great, because they're They're a bit much right now.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Also, Zamazenta, what?
Yeah, these names are stupid.
Zacian is fine. I'm fine with Zacian. Zamazenta, what are you doing?
Look, Tanner, either way, I'm still just gonna name Zacian Sif, okay?
Yeah, I understand that, yeah. Daemon Ex Machina keeps looking super cool.
Yeah, it looks rad.
We're definitely gonna play that game, right?
Okay, yeah,
that's
sure.
Right, that's right up our alley.
That sounds good to me.
Gundam.
Freaking Astral Chain.
Yeah,
Astral Chain is cool.
Oh my gosh. You capture, like, demons, and then you chain...
And then you chain them up and use them for your own devices. Oh, shoot. One thing I wanted to talk about for Pokemon real quick before we move off of that.
Dynamax?
No.
That big Grookey.
No. There were 2 new Pokemon in the play demo.
Oh, in the demo?
Yeah, that they had that you could play at E3.
Oh, okay.
There's a Corgi Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, I heard about it.
And
he's
then,
like an electric Corgi named like Zapper or something.
It's something with a Y. I don't remember what his name is.
What if it's just Zappy? That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Really start phoning it in.
They have some stupid little goblin-looking thing.
Like a Sableye?
Kinda. It's like a weird little pink goblin that has like a mask of its own face with a tongue sticking out under the mask.
I already don't like the Sableye.
Let's see. I don't remember either of their names.
Oh, dude, here's the Dark Crystal game we saw at the Nintendo.
Oh, yeah, that was...
Direct. Weird.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
I've seen Dark Crystal before. Why do people like it so much?
I don't know.
I don't understand why there's such a big affinity for this movie.
It's a cult classic, Tanner. And
Colt is right. These people are weirdos.
People dig it, okay? Just don't worry about it, man. That game, it just kind of looks like Final Fantasy Tactics. Or Fire Emblem, I guess.
Yeah.
That would also work. That's probably a more well-known thing.
More footage of Fire Emblem, and I'm still in.
Yeah,
I still like Fire Emblem.
Initially I was like, it's just gonna be like, it's your series, but in high school now. But this trailer
it looks like the story continues after. It looks like most of the story actually will take place like after high school when they're adults, and then you have to. It's weird that you're a teacher, though.
Yeah.
Do we get to bang the kids? I don't know.
Probably.
It's very Nintendo. Luigi's Mansion 3! We forgot about Luigi's Mansion 3, Nico!
I love it!
I
love the original Luigi's Mansion. The second one was whatever.
The second one was also good.
Yeah, it was alright.
We've got Guigi now!
We do!
Guigi!
Did you know this is not the first occurrence?
Yeah,
in which he was in
the number 1 remake.
Yeah,
that was them testing out their Guigi tech. Dude, is that the dog from the second game?
Yeah,
you still got the dog with him. Nice.
What's his name?
Ghost Dog.
Polter Pup or something like that.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for that one. It'll be pretty cool.
I like Luigi.
We'll absolutely play that for Halloween.
Alright.
And then, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. We have a release date now-ish. Winter! Let's go, guys.
Oh, yeah. I remember from the Square Enix conference, apparently it's a big deal that Final Fantasy VIII is getting remade.
Oh, yeah.
Because apparently it's like the bastard child of that generation.
Yeah, people weren't huge fans of that one.
I heard it's a good game, it's just they didn't like it as much as the other ones.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII is a hard one to follow, so...
Yeah. Also, how much of Final Fantasy VII is Midgar?
So...
Because they said that they broke up the game into, like, 2 parts.
Really?
And that, yeah, because...
There are only going to be, like, 2 parts that come out?
Because it's episodic. They broke it up. So I think they said they broke it up into 2 episodes, and the first episode is only the Midgar parts.
Yeah,
and I've heard people say that
like 2 hours.
Yeah, I've heard people say the Midgar section only makes up, like, 30%.
Oh, it's not even 30%.
Not...
No, that's like the very beginning of the game.
Man, for being so synonymous with Final Fantasy VII, it doesn't sound like it makes up much of it.
No, it doesn't. That's like the very beginning, but it's apparently gonna be like 60 hours somehow. I don't know how they're gonna do that.
They're really flushing it out, I guess. No, Guiji, don't! No!
Well, he just melted.
Rip Guiji.
I think... Because, like, there's, like, a lot of flashbacks and, like, past stuff that happens in Final Fantasy VII, so I'm assuming they're just gonna work all that into that section, maybe.
That would make sense.
But yeah, other than that, I have no idea how they're gonna do it. What else happened at the Nintendo one? We got...
I know there was other stuff. I do want to just say, I love, in Luigi's Mansion, this new mechanic of slamming ghosts around. That's hilarious. It's both hilarious in that it's just fun to watch him slamming ghosts, like, because it feels super violent, and also just the idea that these ghosts can be harmed by, like, hitting physical objects.
Yeah. And then, like, the weird policeman ghost bringing out a gun. I love that.
Watch out, he's got a gun!
It looks like we're getting Portrait Ghost back, so it's awesome.
Nice.
Because those are missing from the second game. That was bad.
Let me think. We didn't get a Bayonetta update. We didn't get...
Oh, we got No More Heroes shown off, though.
Oh, yeah. Did you play No More Heroes?
Nope.
Me either. Well,
alright, moving right along.
I heard those games are weird and also kind of bad, but also kind of good.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. You interested in this, Nico? Gods and Monsters?
Not too much.
It's by the AC Odyssey team, but it's not AC.
Nope. It's gonna be leaning more into their mythology and such.
Yeah. It looks like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. Just like, it's... I don't know what it is about it. It just doesn't... It doesn't look as stylish as Breath of the Wild does.
It kind of reminds me of the Dauntless art style.
Yeah. I can absolutely see that. Which isn't a great art style.
What do you think about the idea going around that people are like, oh, are we going to be able to play as Zelda?
I mean, it would be cool if we could play as Zelda.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to happen purely for story reasons, which is that she doesn't know how to use weapons or whatever.
Yeah.
And also, like, you know, in the lore of this reincarnation of her, the only spell she's figured out is the sealing magic.
Yeah.
And it's unconfirmed if she can actually do any other kinds of magic. However, my suggestion is, so she's, like, built herself up as, like, a scientist / researcher / archaeologist / inventor, right?
Yeah.
What if she builds a gun? Well, that'd be great.
That's an idea.
It'd be a laser gun, too. She could, like, deconstruct some guardians and build a gun. Wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be pretty cool, Tanner.
It's a third-person shooter where you play Zelda with a gun.
I mean, any excuse to give Zelda a gun is a good one, I'd say.
Yeah.
Was that about it for E3, Tanner?
Yeah,
Is that about everything?
I think so. How long have we been?
Have we? I mean, at least half an hour.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, we should probably shut up now.
All right. Well, y'all.
Well, let's see about what game that you saw at E3 are you most excited for?
Hollow Knight. I'm playing it right now and it's fun.
That game's already out. Okay. I'd say a game I'm most excited for is definitely Breath of the Wild sequel.
Yeah.
I love Breath of the Wild so much, and so a sequel that just, oh man, that gets me rock ready. Rock steady.
I'm happy to hear it, Tanner.
Can't wait. Xbox, man, you had a real opportunity with Sony not being here. Did not nail it.
No, I think they did really well. I'd say that...
yeah, but they had the chance to, like, blow it out of the water. They had the chance for us to look at Sony and say, what are you doing?
Yeah, but Tanner, they had Keanu Reeves there.
Yeah, but, like...
And Phil Spencer.
Yeah, man. The best it could have gone for them is for us to say it was a mistake for Sony to not be at E3. And I don't think anyone thinks that.
I think that.
Why?
I don't know. Just
because you're being contrarian.
Sony's stupid. Bye-bye.
Bye.